This is the Leitmotif and Movement podcast, a father and son's journey into the vast worlds of music. I am your host, Mike Ficklin, and joining me on this epic musical journey is my son,
Michael Ficklin.
This show is dedicated to the discussion of music and introducing Michael to music from the past and present. We discuss music mainly from the genres of rock, hard rock, and heavy metal. We also, from time to time, dive into film and video game scores, and we sprinkle in some surprises along the way. Michael, what have you been listening to this week?
I haven't listened to very much music this week. Let's see. I listened to my big playlist a whole bunch. Listened to Simon, of course, and listened to a Linkin Park album. That's really it.
Which Linkin Park record did you listen to?
Hybrid Theory.
Is that one your favorite?
No, I like Meteora better.
Okay, fair enough. So for me, I checked out the 10th anniversary edition of Caligula's Horse's Bloom, and 10 years on, Caligula's Horse's third album, Bloom, is still a phenomenal record. Album opener and title track Bloom is a masterpiece in and of itself. Frontman Jim Gray is an incredibly versatile singer. Check out his range on Dragonfly. It's one of the best songs on the album, not only from a vocal standpoint, but from a musical standpoint. Guitarists Sam Vallon and Zach Greensill put on an absolute clinic. The album features a lot of variation in different tones. It still remains one of my favorite Caligula's Horse records. Aside from the original album material, there are 4 bonus tracks to be found. The first of these is my favorite of the bunch. It's a cover of Across the Universe from the Beatles. It strikes the proper ethereal chord. We even get a bit of Mellotron. The remainder of the bonus tracks are pre-production demos of Rust, Turntail, and Undergrowth. I also checked out the new record from Marvelettes titled In Situ. The French post-prog metal instrumental group are back with their 4th record. In Situ finds the group pushing forward with their sound, continuing to refine their post-prog metal sound even further. Track Fall Over is far and away the heaviest track on the record, and one of my personal favorites. There's a bit of an Opeth vibe to this. It features multi-layered guitars that offer depth and complexity. Roads is an absolutely gorgeous song, thick with atmosphere and ambiance. The band is joined by M. Gotti on vocals on this. Her vocal work is absolutely sublime. Precipice Part 3 is a haunting and emotional ride with extra strings that really add that extra emotional depth. It's a gorgeous journey of a song. Really, this entire record is a deeply emotional, beautiful, and epic journey. This gets a Pick of the Week nomination. It's also going on my list of contenders for Record of the Year. I love it when an album sneaks up on me like that. I also checked out the Node Reloaded record from Northlane. This is a complete re-recording of the Australian progressive metalcore band's 3rd album. This was done in celebration of the album's 10th anniversary. There's a noticeable difference between the original version and this one as soon as the first note is played. It sounds punchier and more crisp. I could make the argument that this version is superior to the original, though I think some would disagree. I think that the vocals from Marcus Bridge and the guitars from John Daly and Joshua Smith got the most polish. The vocals sound incredible. Marcus is a very talented and versatile frontman, and it really shows here. The guitar work is genty and complex in all the best ways. There's nuance to these songs that I never noticed before when listening to the original version. Some of the standout tracks from the record are Node.exe, Ohm.exe, Leech.exe, and Raw.exe. Node Reloaded is a worthy re-recording of an already terrific album. I also checked out the new record from The Reticent titled Please. And Michael, you know I've been looking forward to this one.
I do.
This is the 5th record from the Charlotte, North Carolina progressive metal band. Much like the band's last 2 efforts, this album is emotionally devastating. It's a very heavy listen with a very important message. The topic of discussion this time around is mental health. I cannot think of a more poignant topic in this day and age. Primary songwriter and frontman Chris Hathcock went through a lot of hell in the process of writing this record, including the loss of his father and a battle with the loss of his ability to sing due to a larynx injury. Having been through the loss of my own father far too soon, I can relate to Chris's feelings and emotions. He channeled all of the feelings and complex emotions into the music of this album. It's a haunting and emotional work. The musicianship is top-notch. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that The Reticent took a big step forward on this record. I can hear the influence of bands like Opeth on the music. Check out The Scorn, Those Who Don't Understand, to get a good taste of the Ackerfeltian flavor that I'm referring to. The album resonated with me hard. This album is an instant contender for my top 5 records of the year, and it receives a recommendation of the week from me.
Oh, I have recommendations.
Yes, sir. I also checked out the new record from Of Mice and Men titled Another Miracle. This is the 9th record from the Costa Mesa, California metalcore band. In my experience with Of Mice and Men, they can be hit or miss. In my opinion, they have hit more than they missed on this latest effort. Lots of great melodies and crushing riffs. Singer Aaron Pauley delivers some strong performances in both his cleans and his screams. I really enjoyed the dichotomy in the sequencing with the emotionally heavy Safe and Sound, followed by the hard and heavy Hourglass. Other standout songs for me include Somewhere in Between, Swallow, and the album closer Infinite. This is a strong effort on the whole. I'll be revisiting it again very soon. The last thing that I checked out was the Devil Wears Prada new record Flowers. This is the 9th record from the Dayton, Ohio Christian metalcore outfit. If you're familiar with the sound of modern metalcore, that's exactly what you're getting with this collection of songs. You have your mix of clean melodic vocals and harsh screams. You have keyboard and synth-infused songs. You have big stadium anthem choruses, such as the one found on Ritual. To me, the band isn't breaking any new ground. This sounds like any number of other modern metalcore bands. It's a shame, too, because I've really enjoyed these guys from damn near the beginning. I did like the song All Out, but for me, that is the highlight of an otherwise forgettable record.
Wow.
Michael, do you have anything else?
I do not.
Okay. So now we'll move on to the Art of Discovery. This is the segment where we check out bands that are either unsigned or bands that we just feel like aren't getting enough love, and we've got a phenomenal selection of songs for you this time around. We're going to kick things off with a metal band from Phoenix, Arizona. This is Wrath Upon Eden with their song, The Wake of Tragedy.
Just long enough to see you shining gold from
And once again, that was Wrath Upon Eden with their song The Wake of Tragedy. That comes from their record titled The Wake of Tragedy. You can purchase their music from their Bandcamp page, wrathuponeden.bandcamp.com. Michael, that song rules, dude.
It was nice and heavy.
Yes, sir.
Brought all the heavy metal.
Goes hard. Did you like that one?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. So for our next song, we've got an alternative rock band out of Greenville, South Carolina. This is Voidpiercer with their song Constellation.
illuminating the sky tonight. Your constellation is guiding me closer, illuminating the sky tonight. Crystal stars overshed, crystal stars overshed. I'm needing the light. Crystal stars overshed, crystal stars overshed. I'm needing the light. Crystal stars overshed, crystal stars overshed. I've been needing your light. Make the stars
And once again, that was Voidpiercer with their song Constellation. You can purchase their music from their Bandcamp page, voidpiercer.bandcamp.com. Michael, what'd you think about that one?
So,
Yeah, dude. Really good song. Lots of great melodies, great hooks. Outstanding song.
love it.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be going on the playlist soon.
Heck yes. I love hearing that. All right, Michael. Our final song comes from a progressive metalcore band out of Leipzig, Germany. This is The Sleeper with their song Your Departure.
I am sleepless. I see a face in the darkest night. Left so speechless. The noise in my head just turned to white. Why miss your touch? Sweet embrace my cure. When my own eternity started out to pure. So wait, can't you see me through the looking glass? 'Cause I've been living in a long lost past. I keep on hoping, I keep on begging, I keep on aching for the thought of letting go. I am sleepless. I see a face in the darkest night. Left so speechless because your words fade from existence. They don't match the shape of your mouth. When blurry ways I seek to feel. I'm coming. We're done with the searching for silver lines. What they gonna find? Left with your memories. Reliving the lies we've been through. Why come in your time without you? Can't you see me through the looking glass? 'Cause I have been living in a long lost past. I keep on hoping, I keep on begging.
And once again, that was The Sleeper with their song Your Departure. That comes from their record titled Veil. You can purchase their music from their Bandcamp page, thesleeperofficial.bandcamp.com. Michael, we close out with another banger, man.
That's gonna be going on the playlist too.
Sweet. You should check out the whole record, man. I think you're gonna dig it. Alright, we would like to thank all of the bands that we featured today on our show. If you would like to be featured in The Art of Discovery, feel free to reach out to us at lightmovepod@gmail.com or reach out to us on any of our social medias. We would love to check out your music, and if we dig what we hear, we would love to play a song on the show. Alright, Michael, now we're going to get into our main topic. We're going to break down Aerosmith's 1973 debut release, Aerosmith. The self-titled Aerosmith was released on January 5th, 1973 by Columbia Records. The album peaked at number 21 on the US Billboard 200 album chart in 1976. A little bit of background on this. After entering a partnership with Frank Connolly, David Krebs, and Steve Lieber invited members of two record labels, Atlantic Records and Columbia Records, to view an Aerosmith concert at Max's Kansas City, Clive Davis, the president of Columbia, was impressed with the band, and Aerosmith signed with Columbia in the summer of 1972. Although lead singer Steven Tyler had been in several previous groups, most of the band members had never been in a studio before. The band was heavily influenced by many of the British blues rock bands of the 1960s, including the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, the Yardbirds, and Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. The album's songs were largely written by Steven Tyler, as at that stage, the other band members were not interested. Tyler explained in a 1998 interview that he had written Dream On 3 or 4 years earlier, but had not felt confident with the result. But he decided he could write songs after going through the writing process for the album, during which he would write during the night, and then wake the rest of the band in the morning to play the songs to them on the piano. The group recorded their debut album at Intermedia Studios in 331 Newbury Street, Boston, Massachusetts, with record producer Adrian Barber. For the most part, the production is sparse and dry. 2 guitars, bass, drums, a singer, and occasionally piano. The most unusual feature of the album is how different Tyler sounds compared to the albums that followed. In his autobiography, Steven Tyler recalls the band was very uptight. We were so nervous that when the red recording light came on, we froze. We were scared. I changed my voice into the Muppet Kermit the Frog to sound more like a blues singer. He continues in a 1998 interview, I didn't like the way I sang. I was very critical about sounding like a white boy in the choir. In 1997, the singer told Stephen Davis, I changed my voice when we did the final vocals. I didn't like my voice, the way it sounded. I was insecure, but nobody told me not to. The band recalls the production of the album and their working relationship with producer Adrian Barber with mixed sentiment. Steven Tyler suggests that producer Barber was, quote, good for his time, but it was like, quote, being with a child in there, and I'm not sure if it was because he was so high or because we all were. Right? In his autobiography, Rocks, Joe Perry is more critical of Barber, stating, our producer was practically useless. He had little input. When I heard the playback, I kept thinking, we're better than this. We should sound better than this. We're being recorded wrong. We sound like effing flat. But because I lacked the studio chops to prescribe a remedy, I kept quiet. It pained me, though that my guitar was not cutting through. There's magic on it, but just not the magic that I had envisioned. Bassist Tom Hamilton later confessed, the album was done so fast, I barely remember anything but overdubbing some tracks and running to the bathroom for a hit of blow. Perry reflected, "We were uptight, afraid to make mistakes. We were total novices with no idea what to go for." Regarding the album artwork, Perry commented in 2014, "Unfortunately, the packaging was lame. We didn't even see the cover until the first printing. It was something that Columbia just threw together. The whole thing was sloppy. It marked the start of our education in dealing with labels." Pretty critical, aren't they? The album was not a success when it was released on January 5th, 1973. To the band's disappointment, it was not reviewed in Rolling Stone. Moreover, Columbia released Aerosmith at the same time as Bruce Springsteen's debut album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey, for which they had made a greater promotional effort. On the charts, this hit peak position of 166 on the US Billboard 200, and then in 1976, it hit number 58 on the Canada Top Albums and CDs, and number 21 on the US Billboard 200. It was certified platinum in Canada, and also certified 2 times platinum in the United States. Personnel featured on this record: Steven Tyler at lead vocals, piano, harmonica, electric harpsichord, and mellotron on Dream On, flute on Walkin' the Dog, and percussion. Joe Perry on guitars, backing vocals, second guitar solo on One Way Street. Brad Whitford on guitars, and he gets the first guitar solo on One Way Street. Tom Hamilton on bass guitar, Joey Kramer on drums, and David Woodford plays saxophone on Mama Kin and Write Me a Letter. And Michael, with that little background out of the way, we'll go ahead and get into our track-by-track breakdown. We'll kick things off with track number 1. This is Make It. Michael, what do you have on this?
A little over 7 million plays, but I didn't write the exact number down.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I love the riff on this song. Awesome drum work and a great vocal performance. It is a great opening track.
Lot of fun. It sounds great.
It does.
I really dig Joey Kramer's galloping drums and that killer guitar riff from Joe Perry and Brad Whitfield as the song is opening up. I also really enjoy their main guitar riff. Perry's bluesy guitar solo around the midpoint of the song is so good. Bass guitarist Tom Hamilton's bass work in combination with Kramer's drums during the solo do a great job of helping to carry the rhythm of the songs. Steven Tyler, in my opinion, was born to sing in this bluesy style. His vocals are so good on this song. While he isn't going into his higher register here, it's still a solid performance. Steven Tyler wrote the song on the back of a Kleenex box in the back seat of the car as the group drove down from New Hampshire to Boston to move in together to start the band. Tyler was inspired both by the sudden view of the city through the windshield and the possibilities that starting the new band presented. Pretty cool story.
I find that funny.
It's a really good opener, man. I love this song.
It's just a random place to write lyrics on, especially on a tissue box.
Michael, do you have anything else on Make It?
Nope.
Okay. So we'll move on to track number 2. This is Somebody. Michael, what do you got on this one?
I like the slow beginning that gets into a nice riff and great drum work and awesome vocals. This is 7th on the record with 3 million plays and a little bit extra.
It's pretty respectable. It's a really good song. I like this song a lot. I think it's catchy. The blues-based guitar riff has a big melodic hook to it. Perry and Whitford are having a great time on this track. Tyler's vocals are equally as catchy. I find myself singing along to the song every time I hear it. I love Tyler singing the guitar part along with Perry around the midway point. Again, Hamilton is on fire as well. He's got this great rhythm and blues bass line that, along with Kramer's drum groove, just makes you want to get up and dance. One of my favorite songs on the record by far. Tyler's lyrics tell the story of a character trying to search for the woman of his dreams. The character is in need of someone who shares the work with him and has been through the same difficulties in their life as he has. Michael, do you have anything else on Somebody?
No.
Okay. We'll move on to track number 3. This is Dream On. Michael, everybody in the world, I think, knows this song. What do you got on this?
I'm just going to open it up. This is their number 1 song of all time.
I totally believe it.
1.4 billion plays. By the way,
yes, sir.
There's 8 billion people on this earth. So probably over half of this earth has listened to this song.
What do you got?
I love the opening. And then the guitar work, the vocals, and then we build up to that ending. The last minute.
Legend. It's just the stuff that legend is made from, man. I assume that you were very familiar with the song before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And have you always liked it?
Yes.
Is this your favorite song on the record?
Yes. That high note just does it for me.
Yeah, it's killer. He does a great job with it. Tyler is so good on this song.
And the fact that he can hold it out that long.
Totally.
You could never see me do that in a million years.
So, out of curiosity, before you listened to this record, was Dream On the only song you knew from Aerosmith?
Yes. No, actually, I know their second most popular song.
What's that?
I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You probably did pick that up through cultural osmosis. I know your mom likes that song. It's one of their more poppier songs from later in their career.
Yeah, it has been beaten by Dream On by 200,000.
Interesting. I wouldn't even think it would be that close. Okay. Yeah, so even if you're not all that familiar with Aerosmith, I guarantee you know Dream On. You've picked it up through cultural osmosis. It is one of those timeless classics that you just can't escape from. It's a power ballad with a beautifully simple but instantly memorable guitar riff. The song is built around Steven Tyler's vocals. It's a slow build to a big climax which features Tyler's signature screams as he sings the Dream On refrain. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Perry's guitar work on this song. He has some terrific moments on this one. I really love his work as the song builds up to its climax. It's so damn good. Kramer's drum work as we go into and during the climax is also stellar. We get a bit of Mellotron on this as well. All the more reason to love this song. Steven Tyler has stated that he completed the lyrical composition for this song at 14 years old. Crazy. The music for Dream On was originally written on a Steinway upright piano in the living room of Tro Rico Lodge in Sunapay, maybe 4 years before Aerosmith even started. I was 17 or 18. It was just this little thing I was playing, and I never dreamed it would end up as a real song or anything. It's about dreaming until your dreams come true, and that was a quote from Steven Tyler. Pretty amazing. Michael, does that give you a whole new respect for Steven Tyler and for this song?
I already respected it enough.
Michael, do you have anything else for Dream On?
No.
Okay, so we'll move along to track number 4. This is One Way Street. Michael, what do you got on this?
I love the unique riff and sounds that is being used on this song. Also, some awesome drum work and awesome vocals. This is third on the album with 7 million plays. To be exact, it is 7,882,000.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This is another bluesy rocker that even features Tyler on harmonica. There's a really excellent driving bass line from Hamilton on this. Both Whitford and Perry get a guitar solo on this one. Whitford takes the first one and Perry the second. Both solos are so good. As I mentioned before, Tyler was born to sing the blues. His vocals are so strong on this one. I find his vocal melodies to be hooky as hell. Kramer's drum work on this song is equally killer. The rhythm and blues energy and groove that he brings is strong. One Way Street was inspired by one of Tyler's relationships at the time. He explains, One Way Street was written on piano at 1325, which was the street number of the house where the band lived, with rhythm and the harp coming from Midnight Rambler. Michael, do you have anything else on One Way Street?
I do not.
Okay, so we'll move right on along to track number 5. This is Mama Kin. Michael, this is one of my favorites. What do you got on this?
I love the opening riff, and then it gets into a nice use of different, unique sounds. And I love the suspense to, get into the vocals. Awesome. And Spotify could somewhat agree with me. It is second on the album with 22 million plays.
Yeah. Yep. It deserves that spot. It's definitely, in my opinion, the second best song on the record. Hands down. This one features one of my favorite guitar riffs on the entire record. It's so infectious and catchy. The added sax work is a nice touch and really helps to just take the song to the next level. I have to take my hat off to Hamilton and Kramer for providing a strong rhythmic backbone on this one. Their work really helps carry the song and sets the tone. Tyler's vocal performance on this is fantastic. I find the vocal melodies on this song to be just as infectious and memorable as the music itself. This is another one that I find myself singing along to every time. Music historian Andrew Grant Jackson claimed that the hyped-up pace of the song reflected Aerosmith's anxious youth. Jackson described the song as the first of Tyler's many installments about a poor gypsy's battle to find peace of mind in the face of grueling obstacles like groupies and pot, hoping he won't have to go back on the wagon and work for his dad. Michael, do you have anything else on Mama Kin?
I do not.
Okay, so we'll move along to track number 6. This is Write Me a Letter. Michael, what do you have on this one?
I like the opening riff and the drum work, and then it loses me. I'm not really a big fan of this song.
Understood. Just not into that kind of slower, bluesy sound?
Yeah, which it seems that Spotify kind of agrees with me.
Oh, yeah?
It is the least listened to song on the record with 2 million plays.
That's fair. I mean, it is a slower song, and it's definitely more on the bluesy side. I guess if you're not really into the blues, maybe it's not your jam, especially if you like the more hard rock sounds on the record. Steven Tyler plays the harmonica again on this, and I really enjoy the solo he gets with it. He's quite a talented harmonica player. It's a pretty standard blues rocker as far as music is concerned. It's an enjoyable enough song, but nothing outside of Tyler's harmonica work really stands out for me. That's not to discount the band's performance at all. They're clearly in their comfort zone on this one. Steven Tyler wrote this song about a letter that he was waiting for from his lover. It's an okay song. I'm in agreement with you. It's not all that memorable.
I wouldn't say it's like a inside type song, but
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
We're
It
not
has
talking
some
about
redeeming
over.
stuff on it.
We're not talking about over here.
Michael, do you have anything else on Write Me a Letter?
Nope.
Okay. So we'll move on to track number 7. This is Moving Out. Michael, what do you have on this?
Are you really moving out? I had to. I like the vocals. I like the drum work, and the riffs are pretty good on the song. But this has 3 million plays at 6 on the album.
That's a shame, because I really like this song. This is a good tune. This one has probably the most unique opening on the album. It's kind of got this sort of southern frog stomp feel to it. Then it gets into more of a rocker. I really enjoy Perry's guitar licks on this song. Perry's bluesy guitar solo is so damn good. I also very much enjoy the rhythm that Kramer lays down on the drums. It gives this one a unique feel. Steven Tyler gets in some of what I have come to call his plantisms, meaning his little vocal flares that remind me of Led Zeppelin's Robert Plant. This was actually the first song that was written as a collaborative partnership between Tyler and Perry. I believe the inspiration for the lyrics actually came from the fact that Tyler and Perry decided that the best way to collaborate would be to move in with one another. Michael, do you have anything else on Moving Out?
Nope.
Okay. So now we'll get into the final track on the record. This is track number 8, Walkin' the Dog. Michael, what do you got on this one?
I like the opening into a suspenseful drive into a nice riff and vocals with accompanying nice drum work. This has 4 million plays on Spotify, and it is 5th on the album, which I disagree with the plays amount.
Yeah, is this one of your favorites?
I do like this song.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good way to close out the record. You know, at least it's not over or inside. So, Michael, this was a cover song. This one was originally written by R&B musician Rufus Thomas back in 1963. This was used instead of an original psychedelic pop song that Aerosmith wrote titled Major Barbara. Walkin' the Dog would become a live staple for the band. It's a really good cover of the original version. The band does a good job of making it their own and putting their own spin on it. Aerosmith's version is a bit more up-tempo and energetic. Tyler even plays the flute on this song. It's a fun song, and I think it's a pretty good album closer, though I do wonder if their original song would have been better. I've never heard the original song before, but I just wonder. Steven Tyler is quite the talented individual, man. He plays a lot of different instruments. He sings. Dude's just incredible. What'd you think of his little flute solo on this, Michael?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Really good. All right, Michael, do you have anything else on Walkin' the Dog?
I do not.
Okay. Well, with that said, then, we will move into our final thoughts and giving our album ratings. Michael, let's go ahead and get your final thoughts and your album rating out of 5.
An awesome album, and is very well made. And I am going to have to say this gets a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 from Michael on his first full record listening experience to Aerosmith. Yeah, Michael, I agree with you. This is a damn good debut record. There are so many hooky songs. It's full of killer rhythm and blues hooks that keep you coming back for more. Steven Tyler proves himself an amazing musician on this record, not only providing his amazing bluesy vocal performance, but also being responsible for writing the music on some of these songs and playing instruments like the harmonica, mellotron, and flute. The guitar work from Joe Perry and Brad Whitford are simply outstanding. This record is full of hooky, tasty blues rock riffs. The rhythm section of bassist Tom Hamilton and drummer Joey Kramer create and carry the catchy and infectious rhythms on this record. This is rock and roll at its undeniable best. So many great songs to choose from. Make It, Somebody, Dream On, and Mama Ken are my personal favorites, but you really can't go wrong with any of them. Many bands will follow in Aerosmith's footsteps over the years, finding themselves influenced by what the band has done on this record. But there will only ever be one Aerosmith. This album is sheer perfection. It gets 5 out of 5 from me also.
That is exciting. I feel like you don't give 5 out of 5s that often.
I don't, but this one deserves it. And that'll take us to our question for the audience. What is your favorite track on Aerosmith and why? Alright, Michael, now we're going to get into our next segment. This is Can't Wait. New music coming soon. Michael, what's on your list?
I just saw something that interested me that's on your list.
Oh, yeah?
That Seven Dust.
Yes, sir. Coming in early 2026, Seven Dust's 15th record has just been finished. I'm looking forward to that also. Hopefully they're getting out of that kind of pop rock phase stuff that they've been doing lately and get back to more of the heavy. We'll find out. Anything else on your list?
Nope.
All right, well, for me, just a couple of records that are on my radar currently. On November 21st, Spock's Beard drops their new record, The Archaeoptimist. And on November 28th, Dissidia drops their new record, Deeper Wells of Meaning. And then, recently announced, on February 6th, 2026, Silver Sun Pickups released their new record, Tenterhooks, so I'm looking forward to that also. And of course, we mentioned the Seven Dust record coming up. No official title or release date yet. They literally just finished recording that one, but we'll be looking forward to checking that one out as well. All right, Michael, you got anything else?
I do not.
All right. So we did not receive any listener feedback this time around, so we'll jump right into our final segment. This is Michael's journey, discovering a song from the past. And this time we're getting Michael's thoughts on the Marvelettes' Please Mr. Postman. A little bit of background on this song. Please Mr. Postman is a song written by Georgia Dobbins, William Garrett, Freddie Gorman, Brian Holland, and Robert Bateman. It was the debut single from the girl group The Marvelettes for the Tamla Motown label, and is famous for being the first Motown song to reach the number 1 position on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart.
Wow.
The single achieved this position in late 1961. It hit number 1 on the R&B chart as well. In April of 1961, the Marvelettes, then known as the Marvels, arranged an audition for Berry Gordy's Tamla label. Marvel's original lead singer, Georgia Dobbins, needed an original song for their audition and got a blues song from her friend William Garrett, which she then reworked for the group. Dobbins left the group after the audition and was replaced. Gordy renamed the group and hired Brian Burt, Brian Holland, and Robert Bateman's songwriting partnership to rework the song yet again. Freddie Gorman, himself a Detroit postman and another songwriting partner of Holland, before Holland became part of the Holland-Dozier-Holland team, was also involved in the final reworking.
Holy, I'm reworking.
Yes, sir. The Marvelettes recording features lead singer Gladys Horton hoping that the postman has brought her a letter from her boyfriend. Holland and Bateman, dubbing themselves Brian Burt, produced the session. The song's rhythm section is made up of piano, electric bass, and drums. The commercial failure of Marvin Gaye's 1961 debut album, The Soulful Moods of Marvin Gaye, led him to spend time as a studio musician for the remainder of the year. Among these efforts was Please Mr. Postman, on which he plays the drums. Gaye's backbeat is busy throughout the song, playing his snare on the 2 and 4 beats while tapping the ride cymbal each half beat. He uses fills to transition the song through sections. The bass mostly alternates between root and fifth chords. An electric rhythm guitar is buried in the mix, only occasionally audible, while hand claps are prominent. The single was a commercial success, becoming Motown's second million-selling record and its first #1 hit. The song was on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 23 weeks and peaked at #1 the week of December 11th, 1961.
That held it for a long time.
Sure did. The song's hit status left many at Motown expecting the Marvelettes to be the label's biggest act, though they failed to ever match their first effort. Billboard listed the song as number 22 on their 2017 list of 100 greatest girl group songs of all time. Rolling Stone ranked it at number 331 on their list of top 500 greatest songs of all time. In 2011, the Marvelettes' version of the song was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. The personnel featured on this song: for the Marvelettes, Gladys Horton on lead vocals, Catherine Anderson on backing vocals and hand claps, Juanita Cowart on backing vocals and hand claps, Georgiana Tillman on backing vocals and hand claps, Wanda Young on backing vocals and hand claps, along with the Funk Brothers, which are Eddie Willis on guitar, Richard Popcorn Wiley on piano, James Jamerson on bass, and Marvin Gaye on drums.
At least they weren't doing hand claps. Holy hand claps.
Michael, with that little bit of background out of the way, let's get your thoughts on the song.
I really like the instruments that are used, and I like the vocals. It's pretty good, I say. It still stands as a great song, even many years after.
Absolute classic. Yeah, this is quintessential soulful Motown perfection. The vocal harmonies on this song are absolutely fantastic. Gladys Horton delivers an emotional performance. She's hoping that the mailman is going to deliver her a letter from her boyfriend. Backing vocalists Catherine Anderson, Juanita Cowart, Georgiana Tillman, and Wanda Young are equally fantastic. Not only providing hooky doo-wop vocals, but also providing the prevalent background claps. It begs you to clap along. Musically, this is driven by piano, bass, and drums from the Funk Brothers. It's not hard to understand why this song was such a big hit. I can imagine it being huge with teenage girls. Such a good song. Michael, let's get your rating out of 5 on this.
I will give it a 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 from Michael. Sheer perfection on this episode from you, sir.
What would your rating be if you had to?
Oh yeah, it gets a perfect score from me too, for sure.
Then that would make it a perfect show for both of us.
It sure would. So, Michael, up next on your journey, we're going to check out the song Need You Tonight from the band In Excess. And for our main topic on the next episode, we're going to be discussing the Reticent's brand new release, Please.
I assume we're going to cover this.
I cannot tell you how much I was looking forward to this. I mentioned this earlier in the show when I gave my little mini review of it. It hit me so hard on an emotional level Really looking forward to getting into this track by track with you.
I am looking forward.
All right. Well, with that said, we want to hear from you. We will read your emails and messages on the show. We have only one request. Keep them clean. There are several ways to contact us. You can email us at lightmovepod@gmail.com. You can also reach us on several social media platforms, such as Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, and Threads. Details on how to connect with us are in the show notes. We are part of the SPDM Crew Podcast Network. Check out all of the podcasts on the network by visiting spdmcrew.com.
If you like the show, subscribe to us on your favorite podcasting platform and share with your friends and family. We're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and a variety of other platforms. We're also on YouTube. Can't find us on your chosen platform? Shoot us a message and let us know. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This helps us be found in the algorithm. Make them good and we'll read them on the air. Are you in a band and you'd like for us to check you out and possibly drop a recommendation on the show? Shoot us a message. We'd love to check you out and give you a shout. We'd like to thank you very much for listening to the Leitmotif and Movement podcast.
Take care and enjoy music.